Have you ever played Bloody Spell? Have you ever even heard of it? Yeah, me neither, which is astounding considering the quality of this game. Recently, I put out a series of videos where I highlight games starring female protagonists, and for each episode, I ask for suggestions of games that showcase badass women. I've gotten tons of great suggestions, many I've played and some I haven't, but one that stood out was Bloody Spell. I've never heard of the title, but when I looked it up, I was blown away. This is totally up my alley. A strong warrior battling all sorts of monsters in satisfying combat through fantastical environments while donning the most over-the-top costumes. And since the game is ridiculously discounted right now on Steam, I had to pick it up, and I'm so glad I did. So far I've run through the relatively short campaign and wanted to give you my first impressions. And I'm not bearing the lead here, I really dig Bloody Spell. Now I haven't completed this game to 100% just yet, there's still a handful of achievements to unlock and some different modes to check out, so I'll rock a much more detailed review after doing everything. However, after finishing the campaign, I've already got a lot to say. So, what is it like to play Bloody Spell? If I were to boil it down, Bloody Spell feels like the atmosphere and vibe from Nioh, mixed with the challenging action, non-Souls-like combat of Ninja Gaiden, combined with the plethora of insane outfits on a badass female warrior from Stellar Blade. Now, you can play as a male character, but seriously, with all of the costumes, why would you do that? You play as an assassin who must rescue your sister who's been kidnapped by a demonic clan. For some reason, the story's pretty throwaway and mostly an excuse to kill baddies. You'll be navigating mostly linear levels with lots of explorable nooks and crannies for treasure and loot, as well as paths that double back. But don't expect the Dark Souls spiderweb design or any sort of open world. There's a lot of traps, platforming, hidden paths, and of course, you'll be fighting all sorts of enemies from fodder ninja types to harpies to giant beasts and more. You'll use light and heavy attacks, you'll have a jump, dodge, and block. Combat emphasizes timing and precision, and it can really be punishing or as easy as you want with so many difficulty options. I started with normal, but I died only once, so I'd say that might be a bit too easy for some. Each weapon type has unique movesets and combos that you unlock as you use them, from huge swords to staffs, knuckles, and more. There's all sorts of armor too, covering your head, body, arms, and feet, as well as 2 accessory slots for passive buffs. And of course, there are costumes galore. You'll find and unlock many as you play, and there's also a ton of DLC costumes. Normally I wouldn't put down any coin to pay for DLC costumes, especially since the full price for this game and all the DLC is nearly $160. But I got everything on sale through Steam for under $25, and I don't regret a penny of it. These outfits are over the top in the best way possible. And that's not to mention the fully featured photo mode if that's your thing. As you progress, you'll acquire a few different currencies that allow you to buy new items and equipment or unlock new skills and abilities. Even though this isn't the most detailed and intricate system, the upgrades feel really impactful, taking you from a badass to a force of nature by the end. From a hook that lets you reach out of the way areas, to summoning a demon to slash your enemies. On top of combat and exploration, there's a lot of side diversions too, which is fairly unusual for a smaller indie project like this. You'll help villagers kill rats, guess which bowl is hiding the mushrooms, or even the slide puzzle minigame to unlock some of the chests, which I actually found to be a lot of fun. So you're never doing the same thing for too long, which helps the pacing without feeling rushed or muddled. Now visually, the game is really stunning at times, looking like a AAA PS4 game, with detailed environments, really impressive lighting, stunning characters, particularly the main character. Obviously they put a lot of care into her design. She has fluid and impactful movesets, which can often be difficult to get the feeling just right in these types of games. Of course, there are all of the costumes. The team is definitely earning their DLC bucks with their designs. And look, there's no shame in their game. But I can only imagine IGN's review. The female form is icky, 7 out of 10. Some of the textures and up-close details don't feel current-gen. You'll get the vacant stare whenever you're up close to faces, but thankfully that's pretty rare. And with the camera pulled back, the game is a real stunner at times. However, the menus... I'm not sure how you can get such impressive animations, lighting, and effects, and have the ugliest menus known to man. But I guess if there had to be an area to cut corners, this would be the one I would have picked. So a single playthrough is pretty short, only taking me about 8 hours, and I expect to triple that time to do everything. I still have some cleanup using the chapter select to access previously inaccessible areas with my new skills, as well as a couple of challenge modes to look forward to. For some, that short length will be disappointing, and for others like me, you welcome gaming experiences that don't feel bloated. Of course, you'll have to decide for yourself if the length is worth the price, but getting the base game for under $5 on sale was totally worth it. Now, if you like what you see, you should get this game, or at least put it on your wish list for the next big sale. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. So those are my first impressions of Bloody Spell. Have you played this game? Have you ever even heard about it before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, hit like and of course subscribe. And if you want more of my thoughts, check out my video right here. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.